everyone, and welcome to PCTV News. I'm Maddie Aarons.
And I'm Cortland Reekston. Thanks for joining us.
We begin today with recent Principia news. A couple months remain before Principia finds out its next president of the college. Over the last 2 weeks, Principia hosted campus visits of two presidential nominees. Dr. Joe Ritter and Dr. Yolanda Westerhoff exchanged ideas with students, faculty, and search committees over a multi-day period. Expect Principia CEO Marshall Ingwerson to announce the new president in the coming months.
Last month's World Solar Challenge lived up to its name for the Principia Solar Car team. The crew of 16 took their latest solar car, RAW 10, to Sydney, Australia, and faced stormy climates all throughout their cross-country drive. RAW 10 now takes an 8-month hiatus before firing back up next summer in the American Solar Challenge.
Our main story today covers the impact of CSO at Principia. PCTV caught up with community members who spoke on what CSO has meant to their experience at Principia.
Hi everyone, I'm here on the scene today at Principia campus checking out all the recent activities at CSO, learning about what they've been up to, and finding out what people love most about Principia's CSO.
It's really hard to choose a favorite thing for CSO because I love the services and the hymn sings, but recently I've really appreciated the lectures that CSO has, especially Tuesday. We had a lecture on time is not a factor in your life, and it was super inspirational and super applicable to what I was working with, and I really enjoyed that.
My favorite part about CSO is the services they provide, like chapel services. It really helps uplift the community around Prince.
I love hymn sing because it's just a way to express yourself and just communicate with God and just sing and kind of pray to God.
My favorite part about CSO is the sense of community that we all bring. I love that there's a place where we can all come together and share healings and be inspired by one another.
My name is Robbie Butler. I'm the CSO president for this year. We've had such a fun year for CSO with so many new opportunities that have welled up from our board's active work, which began over the summer to really prepare the entire year for good CSO activities. We've been able to do things on campus and off campus. We had our lecture last night. We've had activities with Pier Marquette, a local youth facility down the road. We've reached out to the sports teams and the conferences and the people taking the graduate school tests, all to say, look, CSO is thinking about you, and we love you, and we want you to do well, and we're supporting you. All these different activities have come because our board has been so engaged with the opportunity for Christian Science to be spread on campus, to be shared with love, and to be appreciated. And all of that's such a wonderful part of CSO's opportunity, but we'll always have our services in the chapel. We'll always have those foundational elements of the Christian Science movement, like church, to be able to share always. And so between these two wonderful opportunities to be a CSO and a provider of services, we know we're having a great year, and we're so grateful for everyone's involvement and interest and love for Christian Science on campus.
This has been PCTV checking out all the recent activities and gratitude for CSO. Now back to the studio.
CSO plans to continue its lecture series in the coming months. Now let's see what's been happening in sports with Zeke.
All right, thank you very much, Maddie. Now for some sports. Men's basketball tipped off the 2017 season in a scrimmage against Lewis and Clark University last Friday. The teams played two back-to-back matchups lasting 20 minutes apiece. Each side split one win, and the Panthers were led by three returning starters from last season, including SLIAC Newcomer of the Year, Trayvon Goodman. The team opened regular season play at McKendree University on November 11th. And for the first time in over a decade, Principia's two marquee fall programs edged into both SLIAC conference tournaments. After their historic regular season winning record, women's volleyball bowed out in the semifinals against Westminster. Principia kept within fingertip distance of Westminster in the first set, but ended up losing by 2 points. The Panthers never recovered, getting swept 0-3 and leaving a sour feeling in the hearts of all fans. For men's soccer, 90 minutes wasn't enough to dethrone reigning champs Westminster in the SLIAC championship game. The Panthers went down early in the game to a free kick and couldn't muster a recovery, losing 1-2 on home turf. However, the heartbreak of the final didn't define the season for the Panthers. PCTV has more on the story of a team that went from 8th to second in the span of only one season. Comeback stories can happen in any form and at any level. The Principia men's soccer team rallied at the Alton Boys and Girls Club to give the kids a champion-level practice. But if you ask the players whether this would have been doable last year,
No, that wouldn't have been possible.
sophomore center back David McCook is proud of the evolution of this now tightly knitted group of men.
Well, last year we kind of worked on our culture as a team, and this year I think we became even closer than last year. So it was really great, kind of having that basis from last year and working off of it, so that we could be not only brothers off the field, but brothers on it.
Last year, the Panthers found themselves at rock bottom after finishing 8th in conference, the lowest place for the team over the last 2 decades. But this time around, players like Murad Sami wanted to flip the script and rewrite some history in their own favor.
You know, we had our new technical director come in, and he really helped bring this team together in terms of our skill and working hard and, like I said earlier, the brotherhood. So we've definitely improved a lot from last year.
In response to their new coaching, the Panthers climbed the conference table, finishing with a 5-2-2 record on their way to securing a playoff championship berth hosted on their own turf.
The crowd was incredible because it was a lot of people there, and you know, they were being really supportive the entire time. Even when we were down by 2 goals, they were still cheering us on and screaming their heads off. So it was really nice to have all that support and energy coming from them.
While the 2-1 scoreline went the other direction, sophomore Tyler Winterbottom knows that the success from this year will only fuel the Flames for next season.
Just coming off of that season and seeing the growth that we had within only those 10 weeks, I think that if we use the same system and we just keep nailing down the details, we're going to be incredibly successful.
But for now, there's lots of training and lots of fun still yet to be had. For PCTV News, Zeke Willett. Men's soccer will return to action during their spring season training in April and will only be missing 2 of their starters come next season. All right, Cortland, back over to you.
Thanks, Zeke. This week, PCTV explored the surrounding village of Elsah near the campus. This quaint, historic town possesses lots of treasures that most students may not know about.
I spilled my drink on your dress. Eyes were red as you slapped my face. You left me there in disgrace. When you slept, you kept your door just a bit open. And I came stumbling in like nothing changed. We're running back again in denial.
Hey everyone, this is Garrett Johnson here with PCTV. For this week's segment, we'll just be down here taking some shots of Elsah, starting here at the general store. The Elsah General Store has 25 unique bottles of soda, as well as quite the selection of old-fashioned candies. The General Store is beautiful in its own right, and is complemented well by the sunset over Elsah. Just take a look at some of these views.
Wasn't looking for love at all when I saw you gave me a call. Even though I swore you.
Elsah may be small, but its beauty is immeasurable.
What's another night in a bed of lies? Yeah. We're running back again in denial. And things will seem alright for a while.
PCTV News, this is Garrett Johnson.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining us this week.
Be sure to like PCTV on Facebook to rewatch our latest broadcasts.
Until next time, I'm Maddie Aarons.
And I'm Cortland Reekston, and this is PCTV News.